All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Melee Kickstart League match night. Tonight we've got the Tertium Link up against Rat Team, which they're currently in the middle of a warm-up. So yeah, I'm joined here tonight by Misanthrope. I never did actually get a...
Yeah, we got there.
Okay. So,
two teams that we've seen a lot of gameplay from so far, so I'm really excited to see how this one goes.
And alright, this is the button warmer. I just let them know that they're good to start whenever they're ready. Looks like they both are. Oh yeah, also is the projector coming through to you just fine?
No, it says you've minimized your application.
Oh, okay, I thought that's still... Alright, there we go.
Okay, I see it now.
Okay.
Right in time.
There we go. Sorry, I think my mic was picking up some background feedback. Anyways, here we go. Straight into it. Asa versus McCurpy Derps.
As always, her opening with like a crazy insane pillar combo that almost kills. As I think they've started like every one of their matches with.
Hey, it's a good way to start.
Honestly, there are a lot worse ways to start.
Alright, this... Ooh, okay, yeah. Catches the get-up attack in place. Asa... Very... Well, I mean, this team in general, very odd character choices. We've got two Links.
Yeah, and we got the Zelda pick, too, from Blitz occasionally.
True, yep. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how this matchup goes in particular. I assume it's one of those where Link really, really hates playing the neutral, but as long as he gets a hit, it's a spacey, so he just, like, murders them somehow.
Well, he can shield the lasers with his shield, so that's really important.
True. You gotta aim around it, you know?
But yeah, I feel like really a character that's as slow as Link really struggles with really just like dealing with lasers. Because a lot of dealing with lasers for like the top tiers is like using your speed to like dash back out of lasers and like dash out of lasers to make it hard for Falco to actually hit you. But if you're Link, you don't really have that.
Yeah, I will say, I have seen, I don't think yet this set, but I have seen a couple times before that, like, if Link manages to get a bomb out, he can kind of toss it, oh, that's unfortunate, but can kind of toss it in front of him, and since it's, you know, it has a hurt box, it'll just eat lasers. I don't think the arrows can do that, or the boomerang, but weird counter-zoning options there.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a matchup where we can really see her play her game. Like, I just don't understand what tools Link would have to stop any of these combos from being as deadly as we've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Link gets comboed really hard. He's around Sheik's combo weight, which is really nice for Falco. Falco can get a lot of juicy combos in that way.
Alright, well, Herp taking that first game with the side B kill, not something you see every day.
Yeah, really strong showing in game one.
Oh, definitely.
Which I think is honestly just like the Herp MO, just like every time we've seen her play, and it's her game one, she does something crazy.
Okay, also, let's see. Yeah, ban Dreamland, that makes a lot of sense as Falco. You don't get back, it's Link's best stage, besides maybe FD. So. Checks out. Okay. Making sure that the next match knows that what to do and that they're up. Looks like we'll be jumping straight into this here in a sec. Alright, Fountain it is. Purple stage here.
Yeah, I think we'll see Link have a way easier time recovering on a stage like this.
Yeah, the walls and the tether working together.
Yeah, and that's something that Asa is really good at. Like, Link-specific tech, Asa's really diligent in studying and practicing all the time.
For sure, yeah. Definitely kind of the Link aficionado here in the league.
Yeah.
At potentially the city. Dre definitely following in his footsteps, though, so...
Yeah, I felt like we had a really good start to the first stock from Asa, and then just a down air out of nowhere, just like spiked all the way down to the blast zone.
Do you know if does Link every time he uses up B and the Falco's like nearby just instantly die? I feel like that might be the case because it doesn't really hit above him.
Yeah, and like if Falco trades with the up B, then
yeah,
it's not that great for Link at all.
Oh no. Anyways, all right. Quick back air there, cleans up the stock, and Herb, yeah, got up to a pretty high percent from that first stock, but just living.
Yeah, I feel like McCurpy Drips has really been improving over the course of the league, because last time I saw her play, I think there have been like...
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was a really risky spot to try and challenge, but Asa trying to like force something there when you're behind, you know, sometimes go for higher risk, higher return options.
Yeah.
Maybe he was hoping for like a cheeky little gimp.
Well, that downer is an example of like the things I've been seeing with Kirby Derps do recently. That, you know, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, like at the beginning of the league, she wasn't really going for it all. Weren't really part of her repertoire. Which is what we love to see. Oh
I like the I'm not throwing the bomb at you. I see that reflector. Get hit by it anyways.
Yeah, as a Peach player, that little interaction had such a visceral reaction from me.
Yeah, Asa is definitely the kind of player who, even if he'll sometimes get blown up in matchups like this, you'll at least get like a Twitter clip or something from them.
Yeah, you can't miss a bomb until you throw it. That's the tag. And we're seeing some real signs of life in this last game from Asa. I just think these character weaknesses are so hard for Link to deal with, especially with someone who's so good at the combos from like
and that F smash kills real early, especially on a stage like Fountain, and man, that grab is laggy. Like, it looks laggy, and then you go test it, and it's even slower than you think.
Is it faster or slower than Samus's grab?
I don't know Samus's grab in this game well enough to know, but
it feels faster, I think. Oh wow, and then we go from Link Falco to Link Sheik, possibly.
Yeah, Link, known for having great matchups, is definitely running the gauntlet tonight.
I mean, you know, in the perfect Link run, every game you play is against a Marth.
True.
That's what every Link dreams of.
Okay, I let him know that they're up. And just finishing up this button warmer real quick.
I feel like I've seen some Links do really well against Peaches too, but the fast fallers seem to be really tough for Link to deal with. Some like characters that are just that bursty and fast.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because he just doesn't really have like the speed to keep up with like the Spaceys or even like Sheik.
Yeah. Like
Sheik can kind of just run circles around Link, and he can't really do much about it.
Let me go make sure that they actually saw them. Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Oh, go for it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Ace is over in chat talking about nerves, and yep, that that is definitely a thing that just always pops up.
Yeah, I feel like against Kalo and Dre here, I think I'm really looking forward to seeing more Kalo needle snipes. We saw it a bunch against characters with like kind of gimpable recoveries, and I think you can't really think of a better one than Link.
Link doesn't just get down thrown to death, right?
Let's find out.
That looked like maybe. Oh no.
No, he does. That was a chain grab.
Oh boy.
And this is Dreamland too, so Dreamland in this matchup is really scary for Link because Sheik is just better at camping Link than the other way around in every single way.
Ooh.
So theoretically, every time a Link picks a stage in this matchup, there's a chance they just get camped for the entire game. But I don't think Kalo is that kind of player.
Yeah.
I keep hearing, like, oh yeah, you know, Link has a rough time here because, oh, right, melee mid and low tiers. Oof.
Yeah, a lot of them have similar problems. I think we're just seeing Kalo here use, or Kalo. Oh my god, I'm gonna keep forgetting.
No, it is Kalo.
It is
You got it
Kalo?
right.
Oh, okay. I thought I had it the other way around. Just using like fast moves and putting out a lot of hitboxes that are just hard for Dre to get in on without like using more projectiles or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of
because...
players we probably won't see go for the super campy playstyle, I don't expect that too much from Dre either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the most we've seen either of them camp is like for 5 seconds dash dancing on a platform, and then they just go immediately back to holding forward.
Okay, but yeah, this is definitely looking kind of rough for Dre. He just isn't really able to get much started, and it feels like even when he does, the hits are going further for Kalo per hit. That was a good up B out of shield, yeah.
Goes for the Zelda.
One thing we didn't really see Asa do that much is that up B out of shield, which is really one of the only things you can use as Link to force someone to respect your shield, because you can't really grab them.
Yeah. It does have that issue of being incredibly laggy, don't be wrong, but... Oh no! Kalo tried to go for that. Oh my gosh. That's actually a massive reversal. That was was that at 0 or like 5% or something?
That was 12, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if we just get 2 more of those, like, I think it goes to Dre. A couple of just like unfortunate offstage interactions with Kalo here.
That said, Kalo does clean up that stock, and now it is 1 stock to 2. I didn't even think about it.
But not really looking to engage Link when Link is at this low percent. Only to get a grab.
It looks like Kalo knows about the chain grab and is just getting a little bit antsy and trying to like do a dash too early after the down throw or something.
Yeah, because so like Sheik's chain grab on Link's actually kind of hard if the Link does DI mix-ups, because it's at a similar weight to Sheik, which is, I think, Sheik's hardest chain grab on herself.
Alright.
We are seeing Dre really slow it down, though, and I think that's actually, like, working. We've seen the neutral interactions not be so one-sided.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
That is one way to keep it, massive air quotes safe. Ooh, and that is
just,
a
like,
very favorable
for
trade for Dre.
Wow, and Dre really making these up-Bs work.
Yeah, kind of forced a shield there, but hey, it worked out. The scary part here is Dre is still at like single touch kill percent. Oh,
the edge
accidental edge cancel there. But Kalo still
getting the stock, but yeah. Taking it a lot closer than I think the first couple of stocks really told us.
Yeah, for sure. That was a big comeback in the second half of that game from Dre.
Yeah, if we see more of second half Dre than first half Dre in this next game, I think that's a pretty easy.
Well, alternatively, we might like see FD and him just get chain grabbed to death or something.
Oh man!
But because isn't it like Link's 2 best stages are Dreamland and FD? I don't know. Ace is in chat. They can correct me, I'm sure. Oh, so speaking of which, Asa, go strike stages for the game after this. I see you in chat.
Asa, we're wondering if what the 2 best stages are. We think FD and Dreamland, but we could be wrong.
Ooh, we actually have a character swap coming up.
From who?
Well, the Link, I believe, is staying.
Game Watch?
Nope.
Oh. That's a curveball.
Yeah, we've had a couple characters just...
Have we seen that character pick yet from Kalo?
The Game Watch?
Yeah, we...
Oh, no, the Marth.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh.
Well,
because I remember the Game & Watch. I don't remember Marth.
I feel like... maybe one game. I don't remember for sure. Alright, though. We got Kalo on the Marth up against Dre on the Link, and this is actually, like, matchup-wise, kind of a weird swap. I don't know if it's just a comfort thing, but I know that Marth is considered Link's... Is it, like, Well, probably best relevant matchup, maybe not best matchup overall.
A lot of Kirby players are arguing.
What the
dude,
down air from the top rope.
Yeah, honestly,
this is an interesting one.
we're
feel
seeing
like
actually
sorry,
Kale
go ahead.
play a lot like they were playing Sheik, but on Marth, like using a lot of fairs and like jump back nairs and looking for like ground grabs.
I will say, it looks like Dre has more of an idea on a couple like specific things to do against Marth. Like I've seen him go for the low boomerang into up B at the ledge a couple times, and wow, that was like the last frame of invincibility. So it'll be interesting to see how each of them like change over the course of the set. But it really does look like Dre is choosing things with a bit more familiarity throughout. Oh, that's scary.
I just really wonder what we've seen a lot of. Oh my god. We've seen a lot of these like win first game into character swap, and I wonder if it's like a stage thing or a nerve thing, but it's been so prevalent in this league specifically.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Yeah. What a pickup.
That's so sick, actually.
Yeah. So Dre, despite dying kind of brutally last stock, is doing really well on this one. It's just a matter of if he can get this kill. Oh no, he saves him!
You hate to see that.
He got the kill and gave it back. Oh boy. I was gonna try really hard not
that might be tip.
Yeah, that'll do it. And suddenly, it goes from being like a very close game that Dre could definitely pull back to maybe over.
Only down one stock, you have a fresh stock. This is definitely in the realm of doable.
No bias. I'm a believer. I think if we see Dre keep on powering up like we've seen, I think.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, I might be wrong. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Cause for tonight.
Oh my god. Just adding one more character to Kalo's immense roster of secondary characters.
Mm-hmm.
First we saw the Game & Watch, now we're seeing the Marth.
Yeah, it's scary hearing someone say they're gonna switch and then pick a character that you haven't seen them pick before and they're still good at it, you know?
Yeah, that... It just means how many other crazy characters are there to
Yeah, we're gonna see
expect
the
from
Nest
them.
next week, I'm sure.
I feel like this would have been the week to pull it out, to be honest, but...
Yeah, the Nest Link net matchup is pretty one-sided.
Oh, yeah.
and notoriously.
Dude, everybody knows the Nest Link matchup is really bad. That's one of the first things you learn as an LA player.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, it's Skittle versus Asa, right?
That's correct. So this should be another Marth Link.
Yeah, more of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see how Asa plays this out, because I feel like a lot of the crazy Twitter clips that I see from Asa are on Marths, and I'm just wondering if like we're gonna see anything crazy here.
I
hope so.
believe this is the button warmer. You know, just a hunch.
Maybe Asa is mastering a new style of neutral. Based your own recommendation.
Wait a minute. I might need to fix something on a TO end.
So I saw Asa practicing get hit by bomb into up tilt. I think you crouch cancel it and then you slide forward with the bomb hit. And I think that might actually be like pulled out tonight. I don't know, I have a hunch.
Okay,
yeah, these
there we
guys
go.
have been doing some interesting, kooky things with being hit by their own bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very curious maneuvers.
That's a good way to put it. Curious maneuvers. I like that.
All right. Marth Link, and this is going to be one, Skittle being the newer player on Rat Team, it might just be another one of those things where it's like, wait, what does Link do? I haven't fought one before. So it'll be interesting to see how they deal with, like, the up Bs by the ledge, the semi-spike stuff. If they know about, like, 2-hit forward smash, Because I know that was one thing I was talking with Karagen on my team, and having to be like, yeah, watch out for this. You don't want to just get exploded by the second hit.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I mean, even I've been playing this game for a while, and I still have no idea what it does.
Oh my god, the taunt?
Oh no. That was almost a taunt to Bodied himself. Like,
we're seeing Asa do a lot like how Peach Marth is, where you just like constantly look for a way to pull your projectile, and then you can use that to threaten outside of Marth's range. Which we didn't see Dre doing too much, but you know, I think Asa just having a little bit more experience in these kinds of matchups.
Yeah, that would
kind of just showing it.
I'm really curious how Skittle is going to adapt to specifically down throw, jab, regrab. I know that Asa really likes going for that against Marths.
Yeah, also down throw up tilt too. Just a lot of down throw specific weight follow-ups.
Yep. This is also a weird matchup where, you know, Marth will normally like down tilt or forward air on shield and then like dash away. But Link's grab is actually so big that he can just catch the dash away. So you have to do something else. I don't remember for sure. I think I labbed it and forward air into down tilt just catches it. But still, if you're like doing normal Marth things, bad things could happen.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice spacing on that up B.
Skittle's been having a pretty hard time.
Up B.
Skittle's been having a pretty hard time dealing with these up Bs, both out of shield and then also just straight up Bs in neutral.
He was very confident on that F smash timing, and it really paid off. Like, no, you're doing it right now.
Yeah, I think Skittle just needs to be a little bit more aggressive and taking space when Link's trying to get projectiles out.
It can be really...
Go for it. Well, I was just gonna say, it could be like really hard for Marth to play the matchup when every time you try to get a hit, you just get hit by a projectile and it's back to neutral.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big thing for for basically Peach and the Lynx, is that if you're playing against them, you want to be at that spacing where if they pull the bomb or the turnip, you can just on reaction go run up and grab them. But it's really hard to find that spacing, especially as a newer player.
Yeah, for sure. Also, that's what I was gonna say is it can be really difficult to be aggressive in a matchup that you're unfamiliar with because you don't know where to not be aggressive, and then if you do it in the wrong spot, you just explode. So
yeah,
it can be spooky for sure.
We saw Asa a lot go for bomb pull on the side platform, Z drop into an uppy or a forward smash, and that is the Asa. that maneuver is like every time someone's off edge or a little bit close to the edge, that's the move to do.
All right, looks like we got a Yoshi ban coming out from Asa.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the classic against Peach is to try to stay close enough to grab the turnip pole, and then you're too close and you just get dash attacked, and then you lose your entire stock.
Yup. Sec. Keep going back to autofocus. It doesn't work. I turn it off every time. There we go. Thanks, webcam. Anyways, looks like we are going to Stadium. And I'm not expecting any character swaps here. Both of these players have shown one character and one character only throughout the league.
Yeah, consistency is key here.
Oh, over to SSF Stadium.
This stage always looks so good. The reskins are like really class.
Like it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Ooh, and I like the I like that you can use the different boomerang heights really well on stages like this where there's just the low platforms. Oh, yeah, okay. Skittle blinked first there.
Yeah.
A lot of this just looks like Skittle having such a rough time moving around the stage through whatever Ace is putting up, whether it's the up B, it's the like long lingering nairs, or of course the bombs and boomerangs.
Yeah, Skittle hasn't had much time to like play their game that they're comfortable with just because of how many projectiles are coming out. And I think Ace is doing a really good job of exploiting the fact that Skittle isn't just willing to run at them when projectiles coming out.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like if you, because like it's really hard when you're playing against like a one of these characters to avoid just whenever they have a bomb pulled, like to avoid letting them throw the bomb and then immediately pull another bomb.
Yeah.
Like once they get that first bomb, it's really hard to avoid them just having a bomb in their hand the entire game or the entire stock.
I think at this level, like, the critical option to learn is that you can just run up shield and then react to the chain grab from Link, because it's so slow.
Oh,
like, I think a lot of people are just...
The chain grab, got it.
Oh, yeah, the grab I meant.
Like, wait, he has a chain grab. Oh, no.
Yeah, universal chain grab. But, yeah, since it's so slow, you can kind of, like, on reaction either jump away from it or do a move that run up shield isn't super, like, exploitable at this level.
Though, of course, you don't want to get caught, like, jumping and then get upbeat or something.
Yeah.
But still, either one of those, the risk-reward is so out of Link's favor that might as well go for it. Oh, just slightly late on that forward smash. He had the right idea for sure, though.
Also, I think down tilts at the ledge can be so punishing for Links that just barely miss the sweet spot like that.
Oh, no, there's that second hit of that smash.
Yeah, I think I'll get caught by the second hit of S-Smash literally every time. It's so easy to forget. And then the one time they just don't do it, and it just throws you off the rest of the game. Oh my lord.
Man, Skittle's, like, trying to stuff these with whatever sword swing he can get out. But
it's hard with Marth.
Yeah.
The sword, it's not like... His only like constant hitbox is at Nair, and even Nair isn't just like out the entire time. Like
yeah, it's like a very, very backup version of like a Link or a Spacey or a Sheik or whatever Nair that just sits there forever. You could kind of squint and tilt your head and it works the same way, but alright, gets a good forwarder there. Oh, it just
barely misses.
As Marth, you can jab these bombs and these boomerangs.
Oh, yeah, that's important for sure. Right now, Skittle's having a lot of Marthritis. Okay, yeah, that forward smash will kill. The last couple times, he like had the setups for it, and he was correct. He just got like slightly antsy and let it rip a little too early. I think that setup might have covered all three options. That was wild.
Yeah, just some pretty classic Asa maneuvers of just like using their like the character knowledge diff and just like exploiting a lot of the things that some people just don't know about that matchup.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are plenty of those.
Yeah. I think like grinders like Asa just like not only rely on like just having played more of the matchup than you have, but also to have like specific things that they can pull out for their game plan that are hard to recognize when you're first trying to learn the matchup.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well next up we have Dre versus Herp.
Okay, this is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Back to Link Falco, which I think is what we started off with, right?
Yeah, I wonder what the power of like watching someone else play your character into them and like trying to VOD review them live. Like, I wonder what strength there is. Like, if I had a Peach player on my team, I think I wouldn't hesitate to just like take notes the whole time. You know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's one of the big benefits of a league like this is that you can just watch the matches before, you know, without having to play your own. Because like a lot of the time in a tournament, like in a tournament bracket, you might know the person you're playing against, but like you have to also play this other match at the same time to make it to them, or like you can't watch their match because you're doing something else. But here, you can always just watch the match, you know, the matches before you. So if one of them is the same matchup, you can always just watch it and study it. Especially when it's like Link Falco, and there are very specific things you can notice. Like, oh, they don't know how to deal with like this bomb throw, or oh, they're not respecting up B in this specific spot.
Yeah.
Then it becomes really powerful.
Herp just making hexagons over here.
I want to see Herp triple shine in game. I've seen a couple double shines, not the triple yet.
That could be cool. But alright, looks like we are hopping in. Let's see, they're going to be starting on FD. Link doesn't have a chain grab, right? His grab's way too slow.
That is a good question.
I feel like I've
noticed it. It's very high.
You know?
He has a lot of, like, not true, like, you can just get a weird regrab because they don't expect it, but I don't think he has an actual chain grab.
Oh, man. Yeah, that crouch cancel at low percent into just stand there.
Yeah.
It's not...
Just let them know they made the mistake, you know?
It's, like, not quite long enough to taunt, but... You know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, just barely out of tether range. Man, what a dirty first stock from Herp.
Yeah, that was very confident.
There have been some spicy stocks tonight from McCurvy Derbs. Including the ground pound, which is a official technique of the Spaceys. Where you up B above the ground and then you use it to intimidate and pressure your opponent.
Oh no, Dre used his double jump already.
That's sad. Herp is a Falco that, like, really has a playstyle, and you can see it in every move they make. Like, super aggressive, like, just in your face, willing to do just crazy weird gambles.
I can't believe that worked. Dre tried to go for, like, the sliding bomb up B setup, and just hit himself with the bomb, but it still put him in more or less the right spot. Hey, we're seeing it!
He just needs to tiptoe forward, because your shield doesn't really move when you tiptoe.
Oh, right. He might not know that, I don't know. Asa could probably confirm.
I'm going to complain about this.
They chose FD.
Yeah.
Given how this is playing out.
Every time I see a Link on stage, I get war flashbacks to when my stage got blocked by the shield.
Oh, man. Another crouch cancel on that up B. Yeah, Dre just can't use that option below, like, 50 or whatever.
Yeah, you really have to wait for Falco to get launched a ways away. Because I think Herp knows that you can just kind of run at them in shield and you don't really get punished for it by up B.
Oh!
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Miswave dash.
This has become doable.
Yeah. Especially on FD. As we, I think every time we call a doable stock, it goes the other way.
It's always, this is still doable, 1 stock to 2, and then the person with 1 just gets bodied. Oh!
Maybe?
Alright, alright.
Maybe it is doable.
The curse has been broken.
Dre fans, we need some representation
yeah,
in the chat. Okay.
Yeah, Herp doing the slightly more experienced at Smash Classic. Hey, you're about to roll. And nice, we do have Blitz here. So, Blitz will be running their matches at the very end, because they, like, got home from work late today. So that's why we keep going through Herp, Dre, Asa, and Skittle. But once those are all complete, it'll be Blitz versus Kalos, Skittle, and Herp in a row.
I feel so bad for the 3 set in a row games. I just don't understand how you can be comfortable playing so much in such a short time with like all the stakes.
To be fair, it can also be, you know, like it keeps you warm. You don't have to have the downtime.
It's also an important skill, you know, because like as you get better and better in Smash, more tournaments you play in are going to turn into just playing sets after sets after sets. You know,
yeah, whether that's quick losers bracket runs or game 10 grands or whatever.
Oh, maybe trying to go for a jump up B or like reading a drop through?
Probably reading the drop through, I would assume, but okay. Dre manages to live through that. That was definitely a down air attempt.
Nerves of steel to like wait out and hold the uppie until you know they're trying to aerial you. That's like kind of like the
what an
Marth
umps attack.
Oh my.
That definitely just saved Herp's life right there.
I feel
Dre knows his favorite move for sure.
Yeah. I feel like if Dre just held like a second more on a lot of these uppies and did them as reactions instead of like proactive moves, I think a lot of them would be more reward. But I mean, we see one kill.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Dre didn't mean to go off stage there and ended up off stage facing the wrong direction, so he couldn't like tether to safely get back or anything.
And he got hit while holding a bomb, so he had to Z drop before he could Zair, I think.
Yeah. Okay, nice fast fall to dodge that.
Oh, tries
he
the
just
up
tried
again,
for the third one.
Reads the side B, and then...
Oh, wow. And Dre trying to up B out of that shield pressure, out of that down air to shine, but the Kirby Derp was just too fast. X-Skull was too good. Shield pressure was uninterruptible.
Wow.
So Dre's like recovery mix-ups are actually very good. Herp has been mostly blowing him up on stage. Ooh, and okay, yeah, nice choice for the down air, but still alive. Wow. I like the recognition though.
That's the bomb setup. Honestly, I really respect that. Just the platform went up instead of down.
I do really like the adaptation though. Dre recognizing that Herp had gone for the Omsa tech last time, so not to go for the up B in that same spot.
Yeah.
And as we get further and further into the set, oh my god, the Kirby Derps is just slowly starting to read more and more of Dre's like tech options and defensive options.
Yeah, it's been those defensive options in particular that have been kind of where Herp has been making her money.
Yeah, Herp has some crazy soul reads that like she should play poker instead of melee. Just like options that nobody would choose get read so hard.
Man, I always forget that move is out for literally 10 years in this game. Like, why was that still active?
Okay, Asa in chat saying next game they'll showcase jab. I'm really excited for that.
Sure.
I love jabs in melee. You can get so many weird pseudo mix-ups from a jab.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the classic down throw someone and then jab and then just grab them again. Because like you know what, like maybe 60% of the time it works every time without fail. It never works.
Yeah.
Like I still get hit by the jab to re-grab all the time. Because sometimes you're just not ready for it, and it's just it happens too quickly.
Jab grab is like a secret rat tech. It's dirty, but I love you doing it.
It's like a tick threat in like fighting games.
I assume that was Kalo. But all right, here we go. I love the missed wave dash. Immediate quit out in the hand warmer.
Okay. It looks like Kalo has the chain grab down pretty well on like kind of slight DIs and like no DI, but has been dropping it on these away DIs. So that'll be something to watch for.
Is Sheik's chain grab? Do you have to JC it? Because they're trying to dash grab instead of JCing, which I think
dash grab and frame perfect JC grab have the same frame data.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's whichever one feels more comfortable.
Wow, okay, Kalo making it back despite the battlefield ledges there. That was a really spooky spot.
I just read the shield
draw. The second hit.
Unfortunate that Link doesn't have a tipper, because that definitely would have been one.
And I think he can build up a stockpile of bombs on the platforms, though.
Yeah, that's so funny seeing. That's like, not a lot of characters have setup like that, where, you know, a lot of the times when you get hit and die, you just want to take some time to figure it out in the Halo platform, but like, when you see a Link just littering every platform with bombs, you feel like you have to go down there, right?
I love the attempt at the chain edge guard.
Yeah.
I hope we see that for real in a bit.
It's interesting though because some characters that have really good throws, like Sheik, like item throws, can just pick up the bombs from the platforms and then use them against you.
That was kind of a risky grab, to be honest, but it was like the correct read. You know, one of those 2/3 right if it's back or neutral tech.
Yeah, it covered a lot of options.
Oh, and speaking of reads, Asa had the right one, just didn't commit quite hard enough. Tried to stay in a spot where he could either drift back to cover neutral or... Some scary Shino stall attempts.
Okay.
Alright, 3 stocks to 1 here.
One down throw up B, and maybe we're in business. Although each hit makes this significantly harder for Link to do.
Yeah.
Especially since against
Goes for the Asa.
Your percent is really a resource because it controls, whether you're able to CC stuff or not.
Oh man, just like that, almost 50%. 60. This is looking rough. I do kind of want to see Asa go for more just like normal ledge guards though. There was a situation earlier where I think Asa could have just grabbed ledge and that would have been the stock, but he was going for like a Z drop thing instead. Nice, cleans it up with the down air though.
Okay.
Yeah, like you were saying though, no crouch cancel on the table here for Asa. But it's
I think if
plenty there for Sheik.
If we say this isn't doable, it makes it easier for Asa. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, definitely still a ways to go there either way, though. Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, Dreamland gets banned by Kalo. Doesn't want to have to deal with a Link with that much space.
Yeah. And that recovery, too.
Mm-hmm.
And we are also rapidly approaching the point of no return for the Tertium Link.
True.
As if
it is worth noting though that the strongest player on their team is Blitz, so hopefully they'll be able to come in and clean up some points.
Yeah, so long as it's within 5. If it's within 5, I mean, we could see Blitz theoretically just like run through the bracket.
Yeah. So this game right here is going to be really important.
Back to Battlefield. I like the confidence to go back.
If Kalo wins, he guarantees at least a tie for Rat Team.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that was like 3 trades in less than a second.
The tech chase?
Yeah, Ace is doing these really good tech chases. I feel like we've seen a couple of them miss, but on the whole, they've been really good.
Yeah, it is a little bit unfortunate because with the way Link's tools work, missing is like extra bad.
Oh my god, the chain?
I love this air.
Oh man, I really like the like retreating air dodge there because that would have dodged most things, just not Sheik's back air in particular. Hey!
Let's go. Crouch canceling and using the shield is like a crazy double tag.
Okay, we see a Zelda here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this probably isn't that bad for Zelda. Like, actually.
Yeah, I don't know, because Link probably doesn't like combo lightweight super hard unless he has a jab 1 up B as a kill confirm.
I love that.
Hey, Zelda, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, they were so high. I was expecting a down B, but just wants to get a Zelda kill.
Maybe.
Oh my
he's
gosh,
playing the character the way Sakurai intended.
Yeah.
And playing Zelda when their opponent's at high percents.
All right, that forward smash.
Oh, doesn't go for the Zair and gets punished for it.
Yeah, there was like one spot in there that he could have, but it was pretty tight, especially with the battlefield ledges. So I can't really blame him for not going for it. Now he's got to find a way to get down.
Yeah. Okay, let's see it, yeah.
I like how he tried to wait out a spot dodge and just went, well, I'll do it anyways.
Asa read the roll forward almost every time the roll forwards came out.
Mm-hmm. Kalo, though, has also been doing a very good job of just being like, no, this space is mine. You don't get to exist here. If you try, you're going off stage. And that's where, oh my gosh, that up smash almost connecting. This?
Oh, tried to call it a little bit of
DI.
Desperation here.
I was gonna say that down smash definitely was desperate.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, what a
Good
sweet spot.
recovery, but the chain's out.
Oh no!
Oh. Luckily for Asa, that still doesn't work out. But that forward smash, not the best move. Cheeks forward smash has been cursed in like everything.
Yeah. Oh? Oh
He's
no.
in the same stall. I told him to do that earlier today.
Alright, well, Asa's still got a ways to go. He is still at, like, crouch cancelable %, but that is kind of the thing with crouch cancels, is you only get so many before you're not there anymore.
I don't want to say it's doable, but...
Yeah, we don't want to curse them.
It's achievable.
Yeah, that's a better word.
Yeah, can Asa take this to a game 3? Because, again, it is a... If Kalo wins this, then I think worst case is they tie.
Yeah. Oh no, the chain. Yeah, what a brutal move.
It is surprisingly difficult to punish. Oh my gosh.
Goes for the down air back air, or down throw back air. Oh my god.
Maybe just going for some character unfamiliarity right back at Asa afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, I had to deal with this all set, your turn.
Any move here would kill from Zelda, but honestly, same with Sheik. Oh.
Yep. And there's the lightning kick. That'll do it.
GG. Kalo's gotta be feeling pretty good about that one.
Yeah, Kalo's been performing really well this couple of sets.
Mm-hmm.
Now we see the Blitz Gauntlet.
We actually got one more. We got Dre versus Skittle, and then the Blitz Gauntlet.
Okay.
Oh, so this is also really important. Because if Dre wins here, that's gonna help Blitz out a lot as far as, you know, closing and possibly bringing home a comeback win for the Tertium Link.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. There are a total of 8 points on the table for either team. It is possible for one team to get 8 and the other team to get 4.
Have we seen
Dre,
any
go
game
ban actual stages,
or game
please.
3s?
I think these have all been 2-0s. Let me check the data. Yeah, every match has been a 2-0 so far. Dre trying to ban Luigi against the person who doesn't play Luigi. So I guess that makes it successful, right? Yeah, this should be Link versus Marth. And I just realized, I think that Skittle plays green Marth?
Yeah, that is true.
I remember. Green Swordsman Ditto.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Not many Links actually play green Link, though. That's something I've noticed.
Yeah, who wins?
Yeah.
Green Swordsman or Green Swordsman with Bomb, you know?
Well, see, the bombs weigh you down and make you slower, so... Alright, looks like it's probably starting FD. It's always fun reading the like stage striking chat. You're like, okay, ban this one, ban these two. Alright, this stage then. Are you striking it? Or are we going there? Alright, looks like Asa and Kalo are chatting over in the general, being like, alright. Give me the run back after the set.
Yeah, Ace saying that they're going to play Kalo again and then revenge themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe that'd be one for the salty sweet.
Honestly, oh my god, Salem Melee Kickstarter League Salty Sweet would be so sick.
Well, we've
been kicking the idea around.
Coaches are working on something.
Alright, looks like they're just still getting connected at the moment, but it shouldn't be too long. Oh, you know, I guess I didn't even think about it, but Dre doesn't play Green Link.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a Green Swordsman Ditto.
Yeah, we can have Kickstart League Thug Finals after each match.
True. I like the wave dashing at each other to assert dominance.
Yeah, because you're not gonna hit each other, but you are gonna.
But you can make them think you're gonna hit them.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's not this half of the stage is mine, that half is yours. It's no, right here.
Whatever you have, that's mine.
Marth has a really interesting tool in the hand warmers, which is the counter. If you counter while they're trying to hit you in the hand warmer, you basically win the set. That's a mind game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You establish dominance.
But all right, here we go for real.
Skittle, a big fan of FD. That's one thing I've noticed about them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
so
duration
I'm pretty sure that they're one of the people who's like new to Smash in general, but has an FGC background. So I feel like it makes sense to have, you know, the flat platformless stage be where you want to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Them, Kirigen, and Barnum are the FD pickers.
And I think that, yeah, no, all three of them are the people who are brand new to Smash games, but have an FGC background, so checks out. Now this has been, like, if you look at the percents and you squint a little bit, it looks real even. But so far, Dre has been just eking out little victories here and there, but they're adding up really quickly.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, Dre's being able to use a lot of the things that Asa was using at Skittle, but just, like, kind of outspacing some of these Marth approaches and just hitting them with weird angled moves.
Mm-hmm.
I love the throw the boomerang backwards to jump over it so it flies at them. That's such a funny tech to do.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, what a trade. Oh, but also, okay, that down air was
Skittle's
great,
sick.
but too laggy. Oh.
Skittle's insane for that. That's so sick.
Oh, did he crouch under the first hit of up B? You can do that? What?
Some people just know things that other people don't.
I guess,
you know,
dang.
Some people just have that knowledge.
So this matchup, especially on this stage, juggles can be huge, because neither of these characters have a good way down. And yeah, Dre, converting one with a down air there.
Yeah, for either of these players to, like, both these players have options for hitting below them, right? Because both of them have a pretty solid downer that's disjointed.
Mm-hmm.
But they're both so committal.
Yeah, don't miss.
Yeah.
Oh, and Skittle just a little bit early on a couple of these forward smashes. Oh, but yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's one.
Read the spot dodge.
And misses the air dash angle, or air dodge angle to get back to stage with Zaire.
Yeah, just a little bit out of range, it looked like. Yeah, the reverse boomerang, it's so good.
If Z-Drop Bomb is the Asa, I think reverse boomerang is the Dre.
Oh, for sure. Also, Dre just juggling bombs off of Skittle's shield over here.
I love that.
I'm actually really surprised that bomb didn't hit Skittle.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's some weird thing where, like, if it's in Link's hand and he's invincible from the roll, it just doesn't spawn the hitbox. I don't know, I could see that being the case.
Oh, doesn't know, or doesn't use the fact that throws are invincible in this game.
Right, that's what it is.
Missing it.
So in this game, throws are invincible. In the later Smash games, the grab state, I believe, is, and throws are hittable. So I wonder if they, like, got some, swapped info somewhere along the line.
Maybe.
Oh, and the snipe from the bomb from downtown.
Oh my god, the bomb goes up air, or to the up smash. Really good conversion from Dre.
Oh,
although I still think that Skittle won the game on that down air.
I don't know. Dre might have gotten enough of the backwards thrown boomerangs to, like, sort of even it out.
I don't know. I think we should give Skittle a half point.
Yeah, for real. Tito's get on that, come on.
Does this break things? It only slightly breaks things.
This is going to be good enough to break some seeding tiebreakers, so...
I mean, a half point is kind of a big deal, actually.
It would be.
A half
But
point
also
is
it
a
would
full
actually
point
break
inside.
things if I kept it, so... Alright, looks like we're just figuring out the stage for the next one. I wouldn't be too surprised if we just go back to Final Destination, though, since it is Skittles' pick.
Yeah.
You hear that, Dre? Herp's calling you out. This system not having half points is the Dre system creator advantage.
We've been waiting for the system creator advantage to kick in, and this is it. Honestly, us as Kickstart League players have to go on strike or something. We deserve better.
Okay, yep, we are going back to FD. As Maxwell says in the chat, FD is Skittles' domain. So, not too surprising we'll end up back here again. So, I think that the big question this time will just be, more or less, if Skittle can get the kills. Because, I mean, that is the Marth problem, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what a lot of last game came down to, was, like, F-smashes that were a bit too early, probably because of nerves. But, like, there was some good spacing going on from Skittle, and wasn't getting caught by two...
Oh,
Ooh.
no, that's tragic.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see if you're Dre or anyone on Tertium Link.
I think I want to see Skittle just be more comfortable being in shield and approaching grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I have been noticing that like a lot of these spots, like in a lot of these spots when Skittle's trying to like navigate these bombs, using run up shield and then wave dash out of shield would be really good for taking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it is just like the fighting game instinct to jump over projectiles that is getting Skittle hit a lot.
You know,
but
you might be
lead,
right. Yeah,
two-stock lead is nothing to laugh at when last game was definitely not going this favored to Skittle.
oh man, these forward smashes are just kind of working out a lot better this game. Oh, slightly misspaced there. Yeah, gets caught by the up B. I don't think... Yeah, I think Skittle's still alive, depending on the edge guard. I will say, one thing Skittle has been amazing about throughout all of these sets against Link is spacing the up B to slice the bomb and not get exploded. I don't think he's actually gotten hit by one of the bombs yet on the recoveries. Alright, yeah, gets the forward smash, just gets the stage position, no tipper there. I like the wait until shield was dropped and an option was picked. Dre did pick the right one, but won't make it back there. I don't know if Tether would have made it, but I can't really blame him for thinking the up B would. They looked pretty close.
Yeah. And this is a huge change from game one.
For sure.
This is like the total opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, I feel like Dre just like the SD really got in his head or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think Dre's even playing that much different. I think it's mostly Skittle being more confident in where they're pressing. A lot of last game, Skittle was like trying to play, like move to where he's trying to go and then press something. This time it feels like he's just letting more options rip. And they're just like connecting a bit more. Like that F tilt right there, game one, he would have like tried to jump in and do something after landing, after like repositioning. But this time he's just being like, all right, it's time. Here comes the forward smash. You're not going to punish it, I guess. That's sad. Not to jinx it, but this is still doable.
You've said so many games are doable, but this is the most doable one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I really like waiting for that long. That was the, like, you're going to press something, like, you're gonna blink now timing. Oh, boy, that jab just barely saving Skittle.
Oh, no.
I think that was a missed L cancel, and that might just do it.
Damn.
Yeah, the bomb was too fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, if any one of us says it's doable from now on, just, like, tab out of the stream and assume the game's gone the other way.
Yeah. All right, we officially have our first game 3 of the night, though.
Let's go. And this is really critical for scoring. I mean, if this goes to Dre, then it's like within blitz distance. If it doesn't, then it's just not there's. Wow, I'm stuttering a lot. There's not much room to catch up from Tertium Link.
Guess where we're going?
Please, FD.
Running the same stage every game is like actually such good behavior. It's like you're confident that you could have won.
That's a skittle right there.
Dre's like, all right, I'm fighting you on your home turf. Got it. Man, that up B lasts so long. Like, I know it does, but holy crap.
Yeah, someone should nerf that.
Yeah, you're right. Link's too good.
We can't have Link having that powerful of an up B.
Didn't something get changed about it in PAL? Or was it like the semi-spike? Oh, nice recovery there from Skittle. Yeah, recognized that the bomb was in just the right spot where it would let him get back.
That's like the cardinal sin of Link or Peach edge guards, is throwing the item instead of just going and grabbing ledge.
Mm-hmm. They're like, whatever, this will cover an angle, it's fine.
Yeah, and then they just get hit in the weird angle and they come back.
Okay, so let's see. Last game, the big adjustment we saw was Skittle being way more willing to swing at the Marth and having them connect. This time around, it feels like he's still fairly willing to swing, and Dre's just doing a lot better about, not being there. He's playing a lot more bomb defensive, especially this stock.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot more projectiles in game 2 and just like staying back.
Crazy maneuvers from Dre. That was like a really good juggle combo.
Yeah, I think that was more bombs than other normals total that stock. Oh, I like the attempt from Skittle, but yeah, just Dre moving around it just right. Yeah, I think that the big thing is Dre is saying, hey, if you're swinging, I'm going to throw the bomb at you. If you swing at a bomb, I don't get hit. Stay over there. And Skittle's just like having a rough time actually moving through it. Also, I like how that boomerang went straight down. This should be dead, though. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see if Skittle adapts to this increased bomb throwing or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, time is quickly running out, though. That is the scary thing about having to counter-adapt Game 3.
Yeah. Especially this deep into Game 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's not much room for error here. And even less now.
Yeah, clean up B there. The exact right angle that he wanted.
And a win here for Tertium would be huge.
Yeah, that's really big.
Especially because if you can give just one game, to your top your number one seed player, right? That's just a huge advantage.
Yep, and either way, every point counts since it is just kind of going into a total. You do get a bonus for winning the match, of course, but even without that, you want to have more points than not in a ladder system. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, good dash attack there. Couldn't quite follow up off of it, but nice trap on the landing with the forward smash. And Dre, yeah, using that bomb, he's done that a couple times, just be like, it doesn't matter if you approach me here, if you don't do it just right.
Oh no!
Unfortunate. Yeah, it's kind of a, cover.
Okay, nobody say the D word, but I don't know.
We'll see. Oh, yeah, jab does get blocked. I think he was trying to wait out a spot dodge or something.
This D-drop.
These bomb trades are so in Link's favor. Not just the extra weight, but the stock to play around with as well.
You flash back to the temple where you're training tech with Asa and you're Z-drop bomb on shield.
Oh, and Dre closing it out with his favorite move of all time. Letting the up B rip. Alright. And with that, neither Blitz or Callow are broadcasting.
Max in chat says, Link team voted most stylish, and honestly, yes. We should have, high school graduation, superlatives, and Link is most stylish. Link Tertium. Asa in chat saying they never taught him to Z-drop on shield. That's a that's a Dr. Dre innovation. In
To be fair, Dre plays Link in Ultimate, and that is like very strong tech in Ultimate.
That would make sense.
So we have Blitz versus Kalo.
Yep, that's correct.
What we got here.
I wonder what the mentality is of your first game back being a Sheik, you know? As a Spacey?
Oh, yeah, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I think that puts a dampener on it, but... I'm excited to see... Oh, go for it.
If you like playing against Sheik as if for your first match back, especially if you're like you were unable to get your hands warm that much, can be really scary because you have to be really precise to get in against Sheik.
I'm really excited to see Blitz show up. They have such like an interesting Fox to watch that's like kind of orthodox, but still knows how to like sprinkle in some style.
Oh man, Maxwell, you are super correct. Dr. the Beyblade Dre. Yep. Perfect.
What's Dreamland like for this matchup? I don't know anything about it.
It's so basically the way that the Sheik Fox matchup or stages go is that no stage is really like actually good for Sheik. It's just that some stages are less bad.
I feel that.
I don't know, that sounds like Sheik player propaganda to me. I can see that.
Dreamland and Battlefield are still good for Sheik because they're tripod stages.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was a super smart save on the double jump.
This is Blitz making a statement in the first stock, for sure.
That was a great defensive recovery from Kalo, though, for sure.
I'm really interested in whether or not these chains are intentional or not.
I think the edge guard ones were intentional. I'm less sure about that one, but I don't know. We'll see.
Jump, air dodge forward into Shine is such a crazy option, and I'm like inspired by that. That's so sick.
Alright, man, Blitz is racking up a ton of extra credit here.
Yeah, Blitz is
playing hot right now.
Doing a pretty solid punish game so far.
And this is man, the stage has played a big part in that too, because Caleb got like 3 hits that would have killed on basically any other stage.
Yeah, it can make a difference. The downside of the stage for Sheik is that if the Fox likes to camp and force Sheik to approach, which a lot of good Foxes do.
Oh no! Kalo had the super right idea, the drop rising back air, just missed the jump part, I think.
We're seeing Blitz use some good crouch cancels, which not a lot of other people were doing against Kalo, which I think is like something that everybody should be trying to look for.
Yeah,
Sheik at this level is the crouch cancel.
Yeah, Sheik's biggest weakness is that she is vulnerable to crouch cancel. So if you can start implementing it against her, then it'll make a big difference.
Kalo's edge guarding decisions have been super good, but there have just been 2 very, very minor timing things, and both of them cost him full stocks. So that was basically rinse and repeat until the Fox dies.
No!
Ooh, nice.
Blitz is going crazy.
Well, Blitz has got to get pretty crazy to pull this back for Team Tertium.
What's the game leeway is only like 1 loss, right?
What's up? Oh, for tie?
I'm not really up on the mat. Is a tie 1 loss or is a tie no losses?
Okay,
so well,
it is currently
if
5
to
to
9.
6
points, it would be 11 points for Tertium Link, right? So he can afford.
Blitz already got 1 point, so there are 5 points remaining that Blitz can get.
Okay, wow. Okay, that's really intense for Blitz.
All right, looks like Blitz is banning Yoshi's. Going to SSF Stadium. Oh, and we are getting the character swap. Marth versus Fox here. Chain grab's like halfway on the table. In the spots where you can't, you can still do like up throw onto the platform, up tilt shenanigans. So yeah, it works out.
up throw onto the platform and just sharking the Fox a bunch is really effective, especially when SDI is a little bit, like, new.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I will say, though, Fox does not mind the, like, space to run around, and also...
Oh!
That's unfortunate.
You do not want to see that if you want to win 6 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, Fox kills up. So that's pretty good here.
Like we see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on this stage, Marth really enjoys those side plats, because they're the perfect height to make it easier to get forward smashes, like tipper forward smashes. But Fox does kill much earlier on the stage. It is very real.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, what a sweet spot. Does do the ledge get up attack, though? And, yeah,
oh, no.
Tried to do a crouch cancel down tilt or something like that there. Got pushed off the stage, and Kalo up by a full stock. I do also want to point out, like, that last one, there wasn't really the opportunity for it, but Kalo's had the chain grab option available a couple times, and every time has gone for up throw, up tilt instead. I'm curious what the thought process there is. Oh, man.
Wow. Great call out.
That was a pretty clean stock, too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the up smash it's not like fully invincible, but, you know, the extended part is invincible, so you can use it to challenge some stuff.
Yeah, I think we saw a couple of, like, unforced errors from Blitz, but overall really clean gameplay.
What a forward smash. Sometimes you just see the forward smash in neutral and it just works.
Oh, no! Last stock situation!
Mm-hmm. So again, Blitz needs this to avoid a tie, or to not guarantee a tie as the best case situation anyways. Because Kalo, if
Blitz
he
is
can
going
get
like...
this stock... Oh, boy.
Blitz is powering up here, you can just tell. Willing to put in the 6 games in a row.
That's super scary, though. Yeah, just takes the non-tipper.
Good high recovery,
oh,
but...
no. Does that...
the drop of the platform.
There were, like, 2 missed techs on that platform that could have ended it all.
And you can see nerves are really getting to Kalo there. Two F specials in a row is not something you do if you're, like, playing 100%.
Yeah, for sure. It can be, like, I don't know if he has, or if he knows kill setups against a Fox at this percent, though, because it is, like, getting to Marthritis percent.
Yeah, this is, like, the limbo
between
killing with F Smash and Marthritis.
Oh!
No, it's Pokemon. Oh, great play from Blitz, even though we saw a couple of, like, near SD situations. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Blitz definitely keeping composure there when things were getting really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Very much playing to win.
Man, that was so close. That's definitely just one of those, like, nerves into Stadium has the little, like, underpass thing.
Yeah, the camera on Stadium is really unfortunate.
It is, yeah. Okay, well. Blitz just keeping on going. Should be, actually another Fox Marth here. Blitz versus Skittle.
Okay, and if, you know, with both these upcoming sets, if the Rat Team member can get just one win, it's going to make a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll deny Tertium Link those extra points.
I'm really excited that Hurt versus Blitz is the last match. That's going to have some real stakes.
Ooh. Blitz offering to Gentleman to FD. He knows that that's the stage that Skittle wants to go to. But that's also a vote of confidence.
Yeah, but also, like, at this level, like, if the Marth can't really chain grab consistently, then it's not that bad, because Fox is actually also really good at juggling Marth.
Mm-hmm. True, and he has all the, like... It's a pretty wide stage, so he has plenty of space to, like, run around, shoot lasers and the like. Marth doesn't have the platforms to, like, move around like on Stadium to avoid them either. Move this. There we go. But okay, so the rest of the matches for the night are this one right here, Fox Marth, Blitz Skittle, and then Blitz is going to fight McHerpyderps.
We have no makeup to do we?
Nope, not this week.
Wow, we really got blessed.
Yeah, for sure. Let me double check. So, makeup I'm not sure about, but there should be no more double matches throughout the league. We did end up, like, I looked through it and realized that if we just move exactly one set, then we have, technically an extra week, but we have one more Wednesday of matches and a Friday of any sets that aren't done finish by this day. And then we move into finals, so should be good. Alright, this is the button check, I believe, yeah. Alright, yep, and it looks like we will be starting on Skittle Land once we get there.
Some really aggressive up smashes and hand
Yeah,
warmers.
this is an aggressive hand warmer.
It is, yeah.
I think we might have to sanction Blitz for this one.
Yeah.
Not allowing his opponent to warm up.
True, true. It's fine. Blitz is practicing the most important thing, which is up smashing in place. And now while running.
It is pretty cool, you know, Fox doing a backflip without even, like, jumping in the air.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not many characters can do that.
Alright, here we go, though. Should be Fox Marth on FD. By mutual agreement. So like you were saying, I don't think Skittle has, like, the full Fox chain grab down super well. So this isn't the, like, you know, just delete your opponent via punish game stage. And also, like you were saying, Fox's juggle game on Marth. Really, no one likes being up above. But it seems especially like bad for the, like, mid-weight swordies.
Yeah, because, like, of course, up air is really good for juggling as Fox. But Fox's back air is also actually really good, because it covers the bubble really well. There's a lot of disjoint there.
And yeah, so Skittle still consistently has very good recovery, like, timing mix-ups, especially. But it doesn't matter if, like, M4... Blitz has the, like, the flowchart against Marth down super well, and it's like, okay, congrats, you didn't get hit on the ledge. Anyways, go back off stage. Oh! Slight misspacing there. Give Skittle an extra chance. Down air, yeah.
And
expecting a fast
panicking
fall.
a little bit. A little spooked.
Hard not to be in a situation like this, though. Plenty of stuff riding on you, and you are against a Fox that is just kind of tech skilling at you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's getting, like, it's really easy against a Fox to get just overwhelmed by how fast they are.
Yeah, especially a Fox, the way Blitz plays them.
You're definitely living up to their name. Oh, okay.
Oh, no!
You got a reversal, but also a nice
angle.
Sweet spot from Blitz,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely good riding the wall.
And just reads the up smash. The Blitz up smash hits a little bit harder.
It does, it does. Alright. So, going into game 2, I wouldn't be too surprised if we see FD again. But I'm really not sure. I'm curious what else he would pick.
Yoshi's maybe? Although he's been getting rushed down, so maybe not.
Yeah. I think FOD wouldn't be bad.
That could be interesting,
yeah. FOD could be good.
Especially because, you know,
also,
Fox kill
just,
up.
Just Battlefield would, I think, be good.
Sure.
Or maybe, you know, maybe Stadium, like we saw as well. Because on Stadium, you would still get access to those tipper setups through the platforms as kill options.
Alright, looks like we're keeping it simple and heading to Battlefield, actually.
That makes sense.
Okay, I was curious if we were going to see a character swap. But Blitz probably not wanting to play the risk with the extra point.
Oh, yeah.
We have seen Blitz pull out the Zelda in bracket before. As
Blitz
well as here.
Seems to pull out Zelda when they're losing and need comfort. I don't know if Blitz would pull it out.
Right. which is a very odd time to select Zelda, but
yeah, honestly, I get it. You know, you want a character whose like tech skill floor is not so high, where
For
like
sure.
even if you flub something, you don't insta die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't get comboed like a Spacey.
Yeah. And a lot of the weaknesses
boy.
that oh wow.
The tiny little like baby charge on that forward smash too.
And this is a really big stock. If Skittle can take this stock from Fox without really getting too much damage on him...
Oh,
just
nice
like that. Yep.
forward smash. Knows that they can't sweet spot on Battlefield as easy because you know, the ledges. Just goes for a raw F smash.
Oh no!
And then
yeah, the double jump.
Battlefield, take it away.
The double jump drifted just a little bit too far in. That almost looked like one of those double jumps where you do because you're pretty sure you lost your jump, but you want to check. You're like, oh no, wait, it actually happened. Oh, what a crouch cancel into that up smash. Yep, and there's that anti-Marth edgeguarding flowchart. Skittle doing a good job at trying to mix up his timings, but it just... The risk-reward is so out of your favor.
Yeah, and if you're tight with that anti-Marth edgeguard, with the re-grabbing ledge,
he is just dead.
Really hard, because he basically is forced to go on stage.
Blitz is playing really fast and very quickly today.
Skittle looked like he got stuck on the platform there for a second, but... And just to clean it up. Yeah, it looks like he doesn't know. He's so unconfident about when Blitz is going to go in because he's doing such a good job of mixing it up that Skittle doesn't know when to swing because Marth doesn't have the lingering hitboxes like you were saying earlier. So he has to like call out a specific timing.
Okay, here we go. This is for all of the marbles. This next match.
Alright, so... The question is, are we going to see Fox Falco? Or are we potentially going to see a slightly different matchup? Because from what I understand, the original plan was a slightly different matchup. However, that was before it was a... single point game.
Yeah.
So we'll see what holds true. Yeah, no kidding, Skittle. Skittle's over in chat saying, watching Melee as an FGC player is a whole different thing from experiencing it firsthand. He just kind of like, if you don't know very specific counterplay, or honestly, even if you do and the other Fox is good enough, it feels like he is just flying at you, tech skilling, and it's just like, oh, you don't get to play the game unless you can beat these specific things. Okay. Cillian stage striking, and they're getting connected.
Illinois pleading with Blitz to stay Fox.
Honestly,
so
yeah, I get it.
So I know what the matchup was going to be because they both ran it by me to see if, you know, if you have to double blind pick or if you can be like, I choose this one, but if you agree, then we can go these two.
Oh no!
I have had that rolled back by at least one party so far. What was it?
Zelda Donkey Kong?
No.
I would love Donkey Kong.
Well,
not that far off, but no. No, I think we're, I'm pretty sure we are going to see Fox Falco here, though, just because of, you know, what's on the line.
They're both going to show off their Bowsers, I can just tell.
Bowser
Dang, how'd you know?
Bowser Ditto is really what everyone wants to see.
Honestly, open invitation to anybody. If I am playing in a late bracket game and you want a Bowser Ditto, for real, just we'll handshake that.
I kind of like Bowser. Bowser's
is so fun.
Just really, 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 really bad Sheik.
Okay.
He has forward air, and it's like his best move.
Yeah, he has such an easy flowchart because every move of his is bad except for a couple of them.
Alright, it has now been locked in. We are getting Falco Fox.
Okay.
Which means, unfortunately, this will not end with the lore matchup.
Yeah.
Unless we see it come out game 3. So I won't spoil it yet.
A lot of mango emojis, which says they're in the mango Discord server, and honestly, I get it, you know? It makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Alright, looks like we're starting on either FD or FOD. That's the other one. I almost said Stadium, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's a counterpick.
FD would be interesting. Also FOD, because a lot of Falcos and also Spaceys just don't like FOD, because it messes with their short hop height sometimes.
Sure, yeah. The other question there is, does Blitz have the chain grab? And yep, this is Blitz versus
Yeah, that's the question in FD. Because it is pretty tight. It's not an easy chain grab.
Mm-hmm. Do you know if it requires, like, dash or JC grab? If it's some, like, bizarre wave dash grab type deal, or...
No, it doesn't. It doesn't require... I mean, generally I see most people do it with the jump cancel grab for Fox. I think there is some weird, like, pivot regrab stuff on slight DIs that you can't actually up smash.
So we're going to FOD. This is the button check.
Okay. I'm so excited for this matchup. I've been waiting for this matchup ever since I saw both of them play.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And I don't care that there's, like, no rivalry. I want this in the Salty Suite.
Now, see, we'll get the other matchup in the Salty Suite if it doesn't come out here.
And we have insider information that that Blitz is not a dirty chain grabber. So that is something to look out for.
Unfortunate. Alright, this is one of very few Spacey Dittos we've seen this league, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a rare treat, but when it happens, I get so excited. I love watching it.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, I'm kind of surprised that we have, what, 2 Foxes? I'm probably forgetting
Fox is hard, dude.
It's like, it's Blitz and Kyrogen are the only ones, I think. I'm probably forgetting someone, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot in a second, but...
I think you're right. I'm running through all the players. Unless someone has, like, a Fox secondary.
Always possible. But alright, we are into it. FOD, and things are looking 1% apart so far, but still early days. Oh boy.
That's what I mean when every game 1, Herb finds some crazy combo that almost kills.
Mm-hmm.
It, like, never kills, but it literally almost does.
Once they start actually getting the kill off of it, they'll be unstoppable.
Yeah, honestly. Oh my god.
Alright, yep.
Alright.
Bird is dead.
The first stock?
And yeah, again, so this is, the pressure here is mostly on Blitz. Because if Herb takes a game of the 2, then, you know, I don't think she wants to tie, but on the other hand, if Blitz loses one, they can no longer win. And yeah, these high lasers trying to cover the short hop onto platform or any sort of, like, movement around it. So just to make sure, if you just, like, crouch cancel that second side B from ledge or, like, shield it, you can kill them, right? Like, blow them up? Yeah. Okay.
It's really just relying that on ping, you can't really react to that. You have to, like, think that it's going to happen previously.
Yeah, especially because there is... Like, online Melee Slippy has actual additional audio delay, depending, like, if you're just using it default. And
really? I thought
that was... side Bs...
Okay.
Against the side Bs, it is actually easier to react to them by sound than by sight.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they make the sound for side B before they actually like, it's actually distinguishable from... Yeah, before they actually freeze.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So it is definitely actually just harder to react to online.
Yeah. Also think not having it on a CRT can be a little bit of an issue.
Oh no, Herp trying to cover multiple angles there, but actually didn't quite cover the right one, and Blitz gets another chance at life, despite being at 107.
Having, like, a cool edge guard and then you get fired is, like, so frustrating.
It is.
But a forward smash will end it. Yeah, if Herb just finds more forward smashes like we see all the time, I think that's honestly a solid game plan. And just like that.
And things are looking super close still, all the way throughout the set so far. 2 stocks apiece, not too much damage difference, especially in a matchup like this. Okay, yeah. So Blitz, I think, has been able to keep center stage more. Herb's still managing to fight out of the corner pretty well, and I like how they died at 84 even, both players, after the little, like, ring damage.
Another Herb F smash, I'm telling you. Herb F smash versus Blitz up smash is the way to go.
The chillin' special. Shoutouts to Falco's grab.
Right drill. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Jab instead of getting F smash. That's a very important swing there.
This is a big combo.
Let's go.
Do the cricketers finish it?
Oh, is that it? Not quite, not
there.
quite.
Get one more shot, one more shot.
Oh no, and
the
there
platform came so close to saving Blitz there.
Okay, so
Just
now it's up to
barely
Blitz
not.
to reverse sweep for the tie.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I don't want to keep saying it, but it's so doable. This matchup was so close. It went like last stock with some pretty high percent.
Yeah, that was... in this sort of matchup, that was essentially one interaction on the last stock, and then just, like, getting the follow-ups from it when you're in advantage. If that first interaction had gone a different way, then... yeah, it was probably Blitz doing that right back to Herp. Okay, yeah, we got Herp banning. Despite some slight confusion over in the chat. Also, either way, you love to see matches being this close. Like, even if it ends 8-11, that's like 3 points.
Yeah, that's
Whatever.
still a great match.
Mm-hmm. Alright, looks like we have a stadium ban. Oh no. Alright, chat, you have fun. I guess Maxwell's answering for me.
Jax is gonna put it in emote only mode. Come on. This is literally 1984.
Hey, I haven't done it yet. I'm not done typing. No. Man, do you guys remember, like, a couple months back when you had to put your Twitch chats in emote-only mode when you were offline? Because you were, like, technically responsible for what was posted in your chat at all times, and so people were writing bots to go, like, spam heinous crap in Twitch chats when people weren't around. Alright, looks like we're getting into FD. Anyways, back to the game.
I'm excited to see some FD because knowing that they kind of don't go for chain grabs will make this very fun.
Oh, for sure, yeah. What? That looked bizarre, but alright, Herb cleans it up, yep.
And the Blitz standstill is crazy. Oh my god. That's like the craziest virtual poker face I've ever seen. That's scary.
For sure. Unfortunately for Blitz, they've been, like, in that confident spot twice now, and both times been, like, correct timing, wrong direction.
Sure.
Oh, man.
No. That's a brutal start to
Blitz
this game.
has ways to make up now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's panic or just like or nerves or something, but these up smashes have just been raw and neutral.
Oh yeah, and there's the hopeful down smash. Just so tense over here at the ledge.
God. Every time they're kind of close to each other, it could go either way. Hundreds.
That didn't kill?
Yeah, that's surprising. It's her privilege, I think. Wow, goes for the...
Yo, what a wall tech. That was amazing.
That was a sick tech.
Yeah, so
Herb
has definitely been the player who's breaking out a lot of the defensive techs. We saw the Omsa tech from her earlier that ended up saving an important stock. And that wall tech there, Yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
okay. Maybe a missed shorten. That is like a 1-frame tech. Maybe a level 2 bait shorten, and suddenly Blitz is on final stock. This is potentially the final stock of the match tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Herb, okay, finally gets hit. But only for a little 4% from the down air. Blitz has got to get something big started here. You know, always more important, though, to not get hit. You got 5.5 minutes. Take your time if you need. Oh, and with that, yeah, Blitz, they're turning on the jets here.
I mean...
Oh no!
Okay.
Crazy trade. Nobody say it.
It
But we're all
works
thinking
out.
It, right?
It works out for Blitz.
mean-
However,
Take laser 5 times is not the option you want there.
yeah, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure those were all supposed to be perfect shields.
Oh no!
Oh boy. And, okay, double jump is gone. Yeah. No tech
What a way
back.
to end it. That's a statement. Blitz was powering up to get the reverse sweep for the whole 3 sets, like bring it back for Tertium Link, but Herb just like saying no and making such a statement in both games.
Yeah, that was wild. Well, all right. With that, the match is in fact complete. And oops, let me update the scoreboard. There we go. It is 8-11 here at the very end. Thank you for joining me on commentary, Mucho Man and Misanthrope. That was...
Yeah, nice to have a little bit of a shorter block than usual.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, 5 hours last Friday. No, thank you.
Yeah, that was a little bit tough.
Yeah, just a bit. But, yeah, it was also... these matches went, like, pretty quickly. They were very...
Yeah, that was a pretty quick game.
A lot of 2-0s.
Definitely.
The scoreline ends up being really close, but a lot of 2-0s.
I do also want to point out that every player on both teams did manage to score at least 1 point.
Yeah.
Which you also definitely love to see.
And I think each player was playing pretty well. I think we've seen a lot of people... I mean, we've seen a lot of games from both these teams, and the powering up that both of them have done is pretty immense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Mucho Man, can you go find us somewhere to throw the stream to?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Alright, what do we got here?
Alright. Anyways, for now, thank you all for tuning in. We will be back next Wednesday with... Okay, so next Wednesday we will hopefully have Team F1 versus the Air Dashers. It slightly depends on some, like, controller repair stuff, but
I
we
should tell you, I'm
should.
getting my controller repaired on Tuesday, so I'm totally down to play on Wednesday.
Okay. So we should be here Wednesday, probably around 7:30. And then if you enjoyed watching the Tertium Link, they will be up on Friday. Rat Team has actually now completed all of their matches, so their score is now final
Rat Team
across
players.
the league. So we'll see what they can do over the next 2 weeks to like level up in the background as well. Might come into finals as, you know, some secret level ups or some new tech or something. Alright, though. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. See you next time.